Yeah, this is black light on the case and in your face, you know. The guiding light, the Aboriginal Universal Supreme Conscious Council of the Elders. Uh, we were talking about Motown and ELiJAH. And I was always interested in music and moved over in a neighborhood that was where the Four Tops, Levi the Four Tops, his family stayed on Fairfield. I stayed on Wildermere. I lived on Wildermere. I moved over on Wildermere when I was around 10. And in 1956. I was born in 1946. Moved over on Wildermere when I was 10. Before I moved over on Wildermere, I lived over there on Field Street between Mack and Jefferson. We all know about the Mack Street. And Jefferson right across the street from Belle Isle. I used to take the ferry boat over to Belle Isle, and I think it cost a dime. That's all I used to do is ride the ferry boat over there and back. And sometimes, occasionally, I would stay on the other side, over there on the Belle Isle side. And then we moved over on Wildermere. It was an all-white neighborhood. But within a matter of couple of years, it started changing. And so you had Jackie Wilson and his family stayed on Wildermere, some blocks away, but you could walk to their house because his daughter used to give parties. Jackie be on the road though most of the time they give parties. And then, like I said, the Four Tops was on Fairfield, which was actually, Fairfield was 2 blocks away between Bork and Chalfont, right in my 2 cross streets. And then David Ruffin, he lived on Fairfield. Fairfield was the street behind me. And you could walk over his house. Eddie, some of Eddie's family, Eddie Kendrick's family lived on Log Cabin. You know, he lived over there on Log Cabin, which was in my district or my neighborhood, my stomping grounds, put it like that. You had the guys who made the Cool Jerk, the Capitals. They lived in over there on Finkel, around the Finkel area. You had who else you have over that way? On the west side, because that's the west side of Detroit. You had Golden World was on the corner of Wildermere and Davison. That's where Edwin Starr and Don Davis did their thing at. And who else you had over there? Not that white Don Davis. We talking about Don Davis, the one that owned United Sound System, and had the Dramatics. He had, I think he had Johnny Taylor. He had, and then he had McCool, Marilyn McCool, and them did some things. Last time I seen in person Aretha and Luther Vandross, I was under contract with Don Davis, and I sat in on one of their sessions. Luther was producing Aretha. And I did errands for him, you know. And I studied recording techniques while I was there, learning about the boards, learning how to lay tracks and whatever. So I was around music for a long time. And years later, I started hanging around a guy named Barry Strong. You don't know him like you know the Norman Whitfield. But him and Norman Whitfield at one time was partnering up, collaborating to do a whole lot of Temptations music, such as Smiling Faces and Just My Imagination. Now, Barry Strong also wrote and sung Money. You know, the best things in life are free, but you can get it. You can give them to the birds and the bees because I need money. That's what I want. Yeah, Barry Strong made a major hit at a time when Berry Gordy really needed a hit. That's the brother I hung around and learned how to write. And he wasn't no hell of a pianist, but he knew how to put melodies together, and he knew how to arrange, and he knew how to write music. He also wrote for the Dells. He wrote that tune. He was a ghostwriter, what you call it, for the Dells. Stay in My Corner and Give Your Baby a Standing Ovation. That was Barry Strong. And he told me some things about Motown and Berry Gordy. And I also had someone that wanted to manage our group that was a writer. He wrote some tunes for Motown. And so, you know, I got a pretty good schooling here in Detroit, and knowing about the business side, you know, and about the music side. So I found out that the gangsters take all your money. The artists, you don't, you could be, at that time you was getting 5 cents on a 2 cent and all like that per record. And if you was a writer, you couldn't, they didn't want you to publish. They wanted you, they had to take half your publishing. Anyway, the whole thing, you know, you get a little money, you know, you might end up with a house, but you gotta write 100 songs a week. And they might not even choose it. They might choose one song out of that 100, maybe none. You know, and until you get a hit, what they think is a hit. Now Berry Gordy, his ear wasn't all that good because Stevie Wonder, he ain't like Stevie Wonder. He didn't think none of Stevie Wonder's songs was a hit. Also, he didn't think Marvin Gaye's song, What's Going On, he didn't think that was a hit. You know, now Smokey, he favored Smokey. You know, I don't know if he rejected any Smokey's music, but Smokey was a hell of a songwriter, and he wrote hits. But the music world is just like what you hear on YouTube. It's Illuminati control, and guys, you know, it's a lot of fags up homosexual activity in the Illuminati, just like in the churches and everywhere else. I mean, not in the Illuminati. Yeah, probably in the Illuminati too, but in the music business and in the entertainment world, period. There's a lot of faggotry going on. So I warn y'all brothers and sisters out there that's wanting to go to Hollywood and wanting to do anything to get in the music business. You know, don't do it. You see what Donald Trump was doing? You know, when you top dog and you in that circle, that Illuminati circle and that power circle, you'll have people doing anything for some cash money, man. So that's why y'all ain't never heard of me in it. But you know, I mean, I was in the Four Tops studios. Four Tops wanted to do something with me. A lot of groups and people wanted to do something, but I wouldn't settle for the price. You know, I wouldn't settle for what they was offering. And only one person I compromised, and that was Don Davis. I compromised my publishing because I wanted to have half publishing. But I you know, he gave me all the writing. He didn't want to give me producing because he didn't trust me in this behind the boards, you know. But somebody said he was dead. You know, I don't know. He might be dead now. But I had this guy Al Perkins, who had he wanted some of my music. Al Perkins wanted the song I wrote called "Willem in My Love." See, I was with a group. We sung, made a little noise here in Detroit. Called the Conservatives, and it was Leon, Farish, Jimmy Cheers, David Cozy, Alfred Wilson, myself. And we also had a brother who made a lot of noise, who had a band called Bobby Franklin. And I got some stories to say, but I'm not gonna put them on blast. Now Bobby Franklin's a cool brother. You know, I'm not gonna put what our music experience on blast, because the brother, I learned a whole lot from him. The brother's cool though. It ain't got nothing to do with him. But some of the guys in my group and in this band wasn't cool. And me and Bobby, we still holler at each other to this day. So stay tuned, you know. Out of this, what I tell you, you're gonna gain some wisdom on how to deal with this system. You can either take it or leave it. Black Light out.